Thumb shoulders, rounded forwards. Feel like it's impacting your posture and giving you neck and shoulder issues? Here's 2 great stretches you're going to want to add. Stand up tall and draw your elbows behind you. Twist yourself as if you were wringing out a wet towel. Bring your hip forwards as you aim to pull your elbow and ribs backwards. When you feel like you've gone as far as you can go, take a deep breath in, then another one, then breathe out and twist further. Repeat this on both sides 3 times. Then open up the pecs, biceps and shoulders with this awesome wall stretch. Actively press in and check your neck is nice and relaxed. Hold this for 30 seconds each side. Do this twice daily for a few weeks until you notice your shoulders starting to rest in a better position. This is far more effective than trying to pull your shoulders back all day and walk around as if you have a stick up your...
This thing is the best thing in the world. It's not for the exercises that are in the leaflet of doing this. It's not really going to do that much for you. This stuff here though, dislocates and the retraction circuit, this will start to make your shoulders feel stronger in that position. This is active rotation, so now I'm trying to pull the band apart and I'm doing the same motion. And from here I can then wrap around and say, I'm so sorry, officer. And then I can go up and around. And then I think, tall posture, pull it behind me and think you starting. And then the retraction circuit, we do a lot of stuff like this. Switch it up so the palms are facing up. Do one side, then do the other side, then do both together. And make the shoulder blades kiss in the middle. Rather than doing hundreds and hundreds of different exercises, I just do them once and I combine them. For warm-ups, 10 reps around, and then maybe just 5 of each because it does start to burn pretty quickly.
Working on this rotational exercise to control and improve her rotational capabilities and superset it with slow barbell presses to carry over her rotational strength into her problem lift. Now there's a difference between using a band and a dumbbell with this. With a band, the hardest part is the end range of external rotation, the most difficult place to resist internal rotation pull. This paradigm is then flipped with a dumbbell, the hardest part being the more you lower the dumbbell. Regardless of which variation you choose, this exercise can be excellent for a lot of people at addressing the why behind their shoulder pain. And get into a little bit of a plank. You can either go from your knees or go from the full feet. Okay, grab some weight. Okay, again, you don't have to be very heavy with this. This is a 2.5 kilo plate, and he's gonna do some external rotations. Now, from here, a couple cues. You wanna keep the elbow close to the body, and you're gonna start right here. Okay, so straight out in front, you're gonna rotate back as far as you can and just come down to right here. You don't wanna come all the way back down because we wanna keep the shoulder blade in a good position. We don't want that shoulder joint to entirely roll forward, which is often what happens when you come down too far. So shoulder joint mechanics are key for this. Just like everything else, mechanics come first. So he's pulling back, keeping that shoulder joint right here, and elbow tight to the body so that you're completely rotating. If you do about W's, so these are the exercises that we did earlier, where you're rotating out to the side. Now the big difference with this that we did is put a hold into it. So your elbows are by your side, okay? Rotating out, and you're gonna hold out here for 5 to 10 seconds. Now, the reason we're holding out here is because we're not just priming shoulder strength, which is your ability to move a joint, create strength and power to move a joint. What we're looking for is stability, which is our ability to maintain position, to limit excessive or unwanted motion. So we're teaching those muscles on the back side of the body to turn on and then maintain joint position within the shoulder. So by going out to the side and holding right here, he's gonna feel these muscles burning much more than if he was just moving the shoulder back and forth. So this is an external rotation W, because the arm's gonna make obviously a little bit of a W going out to the side. And he's holding for 5 to 10 seconds. Something like this, I'd maybe have him do 10 to 15 reps based on how much we really wanna work the shoulder that day. How you feeling with this?
It burns.
Burns pretty good.
I'm sweating.
What we're gonna do is an external rotation press. So we're gonna work the body and improve that external rotation ability in an elevated position. So I'm gonna have you down on a knee. There you go. Yep, you can grab that for a knee. Okay, so from right here, what we're gonna do is an external rotation press. So what I'm gonna do is have him start straight out in front, and you're gonna row backwards. Now from here, he's gotta lock in this shoulder blade. He's going to rotate back, keep his elbow elevated, hold for a couple seconds, and then press overhead. Now hold this again for a couple seconds before reversing it back down. Down, keep this locked in, press and forward. Now, not only is this working External rotation strengthens stability in an elevated position, but by pressing and holding, we're also really increasing the demand on the serratus anterior muscle, a very helpful muscle at maintaining shoulder blade position whenever we're going overhead. So this is a great exercise, especially for anyone that does overhead pressing. This may be just with a press, a jerk, or a snatch. So external rotation, hold, rotate, hold, press, hold. Again, the hold is key with this because the band itself isn't that tough. So you could go through this really quickly and you're not going to get nearly the amount of benefit from this exercise to have effective carryover for your exercise that you're trying to do. What do you think?